Hey everybody, welcome back to the Suikoden 4 walkthrough. This is going to be a combined, real quick lottery and then mostly treasure hunting guide, I guess. With the lottery here, I actually am using lucky lottery tickets. I think I've got like 14 of them or something like that. And whenever you play the lottery, it'll use up those lucky lottery tickets first. So here it looks like I got a couple of the crummier prizes, some sunbeam orbs, on a Jizo clock or something like that. Looks like maybe 2 of those. There's actually two prizes for first prize. The first one is the Pirate King crown, which I will be getting here right there. So you'll see. Gold, that's strange, blah blah blah. So and this actually, the first time that you can get the Pirate King crown is when Bang is actually when he's recruited and on your ship. If you try to get that, like in the mainland or the islands, I should say, you won't get that. You'll only get the usual first place prize, which is I want to say like 10,000 potch or whatever, something like that. Which, you know, that's okay, but the Pirate King crown is the real good prize there. And so again, now the Pirate King crown is one of those items that's a once per game type of deal, and unfortunately those do not carry over to New Game Plus. So once you get that, you've got it, and it's for that, you know, again, that particular playthrough, and you cannot obtain any more. The second thing I want to, actually right about now it looks like is where I kind of converged my 2 games. So you're gonna see partly some footage of the old, or I believe this is still the old game, and then the new game will actually pick up here actually in this video. So you'll see footage actually from both. And thus that is also when I get the golden hammer. So I should say, you know, technically I got it, you know, way a long time ago, but you know, on the first visit to Obel. But this is where you'll actually see it and see evidence of me having it already, which you know, so we'll see what that means for combat. I just assume that's going to mean I'm going to destroy everything from here on out, but we'll see. I believe I am going to be heading down to find Renee to do the treasure hunting, as long as I didn't get too lost along the way. Oh, yeah, that's right, I forgot. So one of the characters, one recruitable character now is, I believe, up here. Or maybe I needed to do a little dialogue with this guy. Let's see here. No, I think he is. This is where the Nico up here, I believe, is recruitable. Or, yeah, I think that's... Officially ordered by His Majesty. Okay, wait, no. So that guy looks like he's already with us. I don't know why I talked to him then. I thought I was recruiting that guy right now, but it looks like he was already here. Because I didn't get any sort of, like, you know, recruitment messages. But here, so again, now you saw probably in the, I believe it was the previous video, I got the message in the bottle, and that was up on the shore on Nanel, or Nay. I think it was Renee Island, and that is required to actually recruit Renee. You can visit this place, but she won't be here until you get that, and she does give you a map right away. So, once you go here and find her, she'll be on the boat. And then we're going to need to go back to actually start the game. Because I believe, like I said in the previous video, there was the way it all works is you have to actually speak with her to kind of like identify the maps or whatever. And that way you can actually go look for them. And when you do talk to her, she'll identify any map in your inventory at the time. So the crummy thing is, you know, later on we're gonna get more treasure maps after this. So you'll have to, every time you get new treasure maps, you'll have to bring them to her, and then she can identify them. So the first treasure map that you identify, I think it's kind of like a tutorial to the whole treasure hunting system. And I believe that one is always in the same spot. So that one will always be there on, I believe it's Donut Island is the name of it. And so here is, looks like we're gonna, yeah, I guess that's save. This is probably a good idea too. Every time you come in here to the cultivation room, it's not a bad idea to save. Just so that if you mess up on any of the options, you know, you could just reset your game and you won't be at a huge loss. Because again, you need to do like if you want to get the mixed herbs, you'll have to do 3 mushrooms in a row or 3 mints if you're going, you know, with the mint route, which again I was not a fan of, so I didn't. All right, so yes, so now I teleported back to Donut Island, and again, like, so maybe I'm not 100% sure now on map 1 if map 1 is always in the exact same place or if it's just here on Donut Island. So, you know, I guess to explain it a little better, there's multiple maps for all of the treasure hunting locations. So there are specific islands that you can hunt for treasures on. You can't, you know, hunt for treasures on Obel or like Renee Island or whatever. But Donut Island here is one of them. And now, like I said, so this treasure map may not be the first one that you get. I'm not sure. I believe that it may just randomize the possible maps that could be found on Donut Island and pick one of them, and that'll be your first map. So again, this one may not be the one that you get, but I guess if it is, maybe you're just lucky. So and the whole treasure hunting isn't too difficult, and once you get the hang of it, it gets really easy. But so what I do, you know, you hold the triangle button to make Renee just kind of walk. She walks a little bit slower when you do that. And then, you know, the rods will kind of go crazy once you get really close. And then once you actually are on the spot, they'll kind of cross. So they'll kind of like point at each other. So, you know, again, you'll get the hang of it. But yeah, and it looks like, so the first time that you go out, she doesn't identify all your maps at the same time, because it's kind of like a tutorial, kind of like an introduction to the whole treasure hunting. So what you'll end up doing now is going back down and talking to her again, and I believe at that point, that is when she'll actually identify all the rest of the maps that you have on you. So we'll talk to her here. Yeah, there you go. So there she goes. She says, I'll analyze all the new maps. So now, you know, I should be able to flip through all of them and see which ones. So like map 2 I don't have yet. Map 3 is there. Map 4 I don't have. 5 don't have. So I think what I'm gonna do now for the rest of this, for this guide, or what I'll try to do anyway, is I ran into a couple of maps that I felt were a little more difficult than others. A lot of these are just really, really easy. The you know, the maps are so detailed that it's pretty easy to find them. But there are a couple that were really, really tricky and took me a long time to do. One of the things that you can do is hopefully one of the items that you can actually get through treasure hunting is called the slash orb. And what that does is, if you run into enemies that are weak enough to use the let go command, it'll just automatically one-shot them and kill them for you. So it can be kind of useful to have that when you're doing this. The other item that is kind of nice for this is the champion orb. So it kind of works similarly, where like if the enemies are so weak that you could use that slash command or let go. Instead, you just won't even get into encounters with them. So here it looks like the rods are pointing way to the left. She can be kind of tricky to move. What I usually like to do is try to get into a straight line, and then spin the camera behind her, and then just walk in a straight line towards the treasure chest. So that's generally what I do for all of them. Just orient myself so that I'm walking at it straight. And then because like I said, so like for that particular map, when I started out, they were turned all the way to the left. And then here's the footage from, I think actually this is the new game. Yeah, okay, so it looked like it sure looks to me like that very first treasure was the exact same one and in the same spot. So, I guess I apologize if this looks like it's if it's the same footage, but it's not. This is the other game. So I wanted to, like I said, I kind of wanted to rule out the possibility of whether or not that first map was the same or not. And now again, maybe I just got lucky and it just happened to line up. But this map is the exact same one as that one that I had in the previous playthrough. Now, one thing I forgot to mention though, not all the treasure, I don't believe all the treasure maps, now, maybe they do. I don't know if all of the treasure maps, like, I'm not sure if treasure map 1 is always the same reward or if it's randomized. Boy, now I almost kind of want to look that up. I guess we'll see. We'll see what I get here for the first map. Should be pretty I believe it was the Rage Orb, if I remember right. That was what I got from that first treasure map. So we'll see. We'll see here. If this ends up being the Rage Orb again, I guess again, maybe that could mean that I just got really lucky, but I have a feeling that treasure map 1 will always be the same, will always be that Rage Orb. But we'll see. Maybe this'll rule it out. All right, get on with it. We got theories to prove here. Usually I like to take a little higher camera angle too, so that you can see the rods in the direction that they're taking a little bit better. Yeah, kind of more like this, I guess. All right, so try moving in the direction, and you can the audio helps too. When you start getting closer, the bleeps will really start going crazy. And again, I feel like the treasure hunting is, in all honesty, I feel like it's pretty easy. It's just when the map is not very clear, because like I was saying, that there is a couple of spots where it was really tough to figure out where the treasure chest was actually at. All right, so let's see what we get here. Oh, the Rage Orb. Yeah, so it looks to me like those are the same. And yeah, I don't know what I was thinking about Nico earlier there, but Nico joins automatically. Completely off the treasure hunting topic there. All right, let's analyze some more maps. Funny. Hallelujah, what am I doing here? What the heck? I must have teleported to the wrong spot. Oh, no. Okay, so I needed to go to Mountain Mass Island, and here I'm gonna cut out the majority of the footage here. But from Elia, gosh, I always say that wrong, and I recently watched one of the cutscenes again, and all of the NPCs call it Elia. So, anyways, sorry, I'm probably gonna keep calling it that anyway, because that's how I learned to say it. But in order to get to Mountain Mass Island, you just sail west, and it's way on the west side. But this is Mountain Mass Island. And I would say that most of the treasure chests here are pretty easy to find. There's a couple, you know, that aren't as like this one's pretty easy because it's got those three kind of like landmarks that are pretty easy. Those are like little mountains or whatever, and they're pretty easy to spot, or you know, I guess separate out. But there are a couple of treasure chests though here, just in chests. So I'm definitely gonna grab those. Oh, it looked like, what was that? The silk shoes, and I believe that's part of the silk set. Which I don't know. I don't remember if that was good or not. It's not really ringing a bell, so I kind of feel like I probably didn't really make use of that. Alrighty. Let's see what's over here. There's a bunch of treasure chests on this island too, and again, this is one of the ones that I actually prefer. I feel like this island is pretty easy to find the treasures at. I'm trying to find if there's a good listing of the different treasures, and if they are you know, specific to the different maps, but I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'm sure I can find it. These enemies on this island can be a little rough if you're not very leveled. Well, it looks like, so it sure looks like in this whichever playthrough this was, it looks like I didn't upgrade Jean's weapon at all, because it sure didn't look like she was hitting very hard. Okay, yes. So all of the treasure maps have specific treasures, but they're not always necessarily in the same place. So like treasure map number 1, though, it looks like is always located on Donut Island. Same with treasure, or same with map number 2. Treasure map 1 is always the Rage Orb. Treasure 2 is always the Old Book Volume 1. I'm not gonna list all of them, but it does look like they all have the same. You know, map 1 is always the Rage Orb, but again, so like we'll say it looks like map 3 is always on Lime Shelf Island, but map 4 is where it starts to deviate, and map 4 can either be Lime Shelf Island or Mountain Mass Island. So again, you know, they're not always necessarily in the same spot, so it can be a little confusing. So if you see, like, you know, my map, if you're looking at this guide and you see my map number 4 is in a different spot than yours, or it looks completely different, well, that's why. You know, they're just not always going to be the same maps. So you'll have to find where yours is at. The one thing that you can do, though, is you know, if there's a specific map that you're having issues with, what I would suggest doing is you know, if I have footage of it, because I took footage of, I believe I took all footage of all of the ones that I thought were difficult. So, you know, if there's one that you're having problems with, you can check out this guide and just see if I have footage of it. And if I do, you know, just go from there. But yeah, I guess that'd be my suggestion. Suggestion anyway. And it looked like, so the prosperity orb there. Oh, what we got here? Number 16, the champion orb. So that champion orb, I believe that's the one that we were talking about earlier. Yep, number 16, and that is always on Mountain Mass Island, it looks like. And that's that one I was talking about a little bit earlier, where, you know, if you out-level enemies and you have that equipped, you won't even get into random encounters, and that can actually be pretty helpful when you're doing these treasure hunts. Maybe not necessarily helpful, but it can get a little annoying when you're doing these hunts and you're constantly getting into fights. So, you know, that's I guess something to keep in mind. Can be nice. It looks like, what's this, number 27? This should be the forest wallpaper, and it looks like this one is always on Donut Island. So you know, I think Donut Island's probably the easiest one. It's just, you know, it's fairly small. All the maps are fairly easy, I guess I would say. Here, what is this? Is this Lime Shelf Island, I believe? And I'd say this island can be a little trickier. Excuse me. If you get any of the maps that are up in like the northern area of the zone, because it can be a little difficult to get around just because of the way that the terrain works. So you know, these ones can be a little bit trickier. Nothing. I wouldn't say that they're difficult by any means, but you know, just a little on the trickier side. What is this, map number 3? So this will always be on Lime Shelf Island, and that should be the log bench. Yeah, there we go. Alright, what's next here? Looks like map number 11. The fancy table. This one will always be on Lime Shelf Island. It looks like, again, no, this one looked pretty easy. So once you really get into the northern area of this zone, that it gets really tricky, or in my opinion, it's trickier. 19, the Slash Orb, and 1,000 Potch. This will be on either Donut or Lime Shelf Island. In my case here, it looks like Lime Shelf Island. There we go. Slash Orb, give me my money too. There we go. Alright, next. This is definitely Lime Shelf Island. Number 24, the wing boots and 1,000 potch. Oh, wait, what? This looks like... Yeah, wing boots, number 24. Yeah, that is definitely Lime Shelf Island. So this guide that I'm looking at is a little wrong. It says that was Mountain Mass Island, or was supposed to be on Mountain Mass. And that was not, I don't believe anyway, unless I'm confused on where I actually was at. Maybe I'm losing it on these islands. Like I said, I thought that was Lime Shelf Island, and this should be Lime Shelf again, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there we go. So what is this? 25, the God Hand. This is Lime Shelf Island. Yeah, so that's weird. It looks like this guide was a little wrong that I was looking at anyway. Which, it's okay. That happens. I'm not always right either. Alright, this is Mordo Island. And these ones, again, now these ones are... Boy, these ones are really easy too. This island is tiny, for one thing. So it's not even like... You know, there's just not a whole lot of ground to cover anyway, so... you know, the landmarks are pretty easy. It's just it's a simple, you know, Y, I guess, formation. And I believe all of the treasures are located in the, like, past that zone, like the zone line or whatever, I guess, if that's how you want to call it. What I'm trying to say is that I don't believe any of the treasures here are on the shore. 29, looks like this is the Mother Earth orb. And it looks like it can be either Mordo Island or Mountain Mass Island. So obviously I got Mordo for mine. Here is map 20. Renee Cobalt Hat and 2,000 potch. Should always be on Mordo Island. This item I wouldn't say is particularly useful. Well, I don't know. Maybe that's not quite right, but I don't. That's one of those pieces of gear that doesn't stand out to me as something that I thought was or remembered being all that useful. So I tend to stick to the set items, I guess. And here is one of the most tricky ones. I had a heck of a time finding this. So this is map 7 for me. It looks like this is window set 5. This says, yeah, Mountain Mass Island, and I believe that's where we're at. Yeah, this has got to be Mountain Mass. So, you know, again, no, I had a heck of a time with this one. I thought that this one was one of the hardest ones to find, just because it's you don't get much in the way of a clue from the little mini map that you get. So yeah, like I said, I had a heck of a time finding this thing. So hopefully this is where the guide really comes in handy, but there it is. So, you know, if I kind of spun the map around so you guys could see the, you know, kind of like where we're at in relation to the ship and the background. But that is where this map is at. And again, you know, if you're gonna have problems with any of them, I would bet that this is one of them, because I remember that one just being a complete pain in the butt. Alright, so what we have here, map number 16, Champion Orb. I thought I already got that. Oh yeah, I had footage of that earlier, but I didn't really have a good, like, view, I guess, so I think I just redid it. But let's see here. Yep, Champion Orb there. That should always be on Mountain Mass Island. Is that where we're at, though? I'm having a tough time with these maps because, or with these islands, because it's been so long since I played. But you know, and hopefully this guide that I'm looking at is even right. Okay, but that's the Thunder Orb, number 13. Says it's always on Mountain Mass Island. I guess probably what I should have done is try to keep all the treasures like on the like islands together, but I kind of feel like I jumped around a little bit. Well, anyway, this is Mountain Mass Island again. I can tell just by the area. Alright, what do we have here? Cyclone Orb, map 18. Yeah, that should always be on Mountain Mass Island too. That Cyclone Orb is pretty nice. I believe that's the top tier wind orb. Alright. Kite Shield. And 2,000 potch for map number 28. Yeah, Mountain Mass Island 24. Well, here's the wing boots again. So I have footage again now of this was like I was saying earlier, there's a couple of different playthroughs. So you'll see actually I had map 24 before. You know, we already did that one, but I just wanted to show you guys that you know, this playthrough was different from the previous one. Use that rush command. And when you're doing these treasure hunts, it can be a decent way to level up too. These monsters are pretty strong and are, you know, pretty decently level. Or they are of a decent level. I don't know how to say that, but they're a decent way to level. Wow, 2 wind rune pieces. That's kind of lucky. Although I guess there was a lot of them, so chances were pretty good. Alright, what do we have here? Wool robe. Wow, garbage. Map number 23, Wool robe. Donut Island or Mountain Mass. It looks like we are on Mountain Mass. 21, tatami mat. Should always be on Mountain Mass Island. Let's see what we have next here. Map number 8. Looks like we're on, is this Mordo? Yeah, it's gotta be Mordo. The Coral Console can be found on either Mordo or Lime Shelf. Alright. What do we have next here? Map number 15. This looks like Donut. Canvas 3. Yep. It says that this one's always on Donut Island. Unfortunately, a lot of these items, you know, I don't ever really find that they're that useful because a lot of them are like those decorative items, and I don't ever mess with that because there's no real, I guess, combat benefit to it. So that's why I don't ever feel like it's, you know, that great, but whatever. This is map 30. This should be the Guardian Circlet. And now here again, now this guide says Mountain Mass Island, but that is not where we are at. This is definitely Lime Shelf. So this info that I'm looking is this item that, or wow, info that I'm looking at is not good. So, oh well. Again, I know I'm not always right, so that's okay. Everybody, other people can make mistakes too. But the Guardian Circlet is, boy, is that? I think that's one of the pieces from the. Well, I mean, I assume it's the Guardian set, and I thought that the Guardian set was one of those. like one-time only sets or single playthrough sets. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not. I want to say it's Pirate King. God, I thought it was Goddess set. Maybe it's not Goddess though. Maybe it's the Guardian set. I don't remember now. All right. Kind of lost track of which one are we even on now. Oh yeah, this is definitely new footage too, because we have Kika in the group, and we don't actually have Kika yet. Oh yeah, okay, so we're still on treasure chest 30 here. Looks like I was having a little bit of issues getting there. That's why this island can be a little tricky, like I was saying earlier, because of the terrain. You kind of gotta, or what, even if you think you're in the right spot. Oh, anyways. So yes. Looks like, did we get that? Yeah, must have got the treasure chest there. What's next here? Treasure chest number 2. This is definitely Donut Island. And I believe after a certain point in the game, you can actually get attacked here. Cause I'm getting attacked here. But this is going to be the last one. Let's see, number 2, old book number 1. So yeah, this is actually going to be the last one. I didn't feel like any of the rest of the maps were all that tricky. So. Anyways, that's pretty much going to be the guide, so like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, but I hope the guide has been helpful, and hope you join me for the rest of the playthrough. Alright, thanks for watching.